In this moment, when my heart seems to race faster than my thoughts, I come before you, my beloved Creator, to open my soul, confess my failures, and find rest in your presence. Many people are talking about signs, endings, beginnings, and deep changes, and honestly, sometimes my heart tightens. But I also know that nothing is outside of your hands, and that is why I'm here, to acknowledge who I am, confess my need, and seek your peace. Today, I recognize that I've often walked too worried about tomorrow and too distracted in the present. I admit that I've tried to solve problems with my own strength, forgetting that you sustain all things. Sometimes, I let fear guide my decisions, and at other times, I allowed anxiety to steal my peace. So I ask you, look at me with mercy. Meet me right where I am, with my limitations, my weaknesses, and my sincerity. I also confess that I haven't always paid attention to what truly matters. I chose noise over silence, distractions over time with you, and desperation over the calm that comes from your presence. That's why today, I commit to turning back to your voice. I don't want to keep running like someone trying to outrun their own shadow. I want to live guided, strengthened, and led by you. I know the end of things can be frightening, the end of seasons, relationships, plans, or dreams I built myself. But I also know that when something reaches its end, it's because you have something new to reveal. So I ask, when that revelation comes, whatever it may be, give me the courage to receive it, the maturity to understand it, and the faith to walk with it. My dear Lord, I admit that I have sinned in words, attitudes, and thoughts. Sometimes I sinned by what I did, other times by what I failed to do. But here I am, confessing each mistake, not to be crushed by guilt, but to be restored by your forgiveness. Teach me to trust when the path is uncertain. Teach me to rest when the noise grows louder. Teach me to look upward when everything in me wants to look sideways. Teach me to believe when everything in me wants to give up. I also confess the fear that sometimes visits me in the middle of the night. You know, that fear, the kind that arrives quietly, trying to take up space it doesn't deserve. I surrender that fear to you. Every thought that steals my peace, I lay before your care. Every worry that tries to weigh me down, I place at your feet. I also acknowledge that I've struggled to understand the purpose behind pain. Pain is loud, it raises questions, and it awakens doubts. But it also reveals our limits, strengthens our faith, and opens paths we would have never found on our own. So today, instead of asking to escape from every pain, I ask to learn through them. And when signs of the times scare me, remind me that you are greater than any sign. When the news is heavy, remind me that your word remains steady. When the world says all is lost, remind me that you always have hope stored away. My Creator, I ask you to strengthen me for whatever days may come. May I not depend on circumstances to find peace, or wait for everything to be perfect, to be grateful. Give me wisdom for better choices, patience for what I cannot control, and faith to keep walking even when I don't understand. And when the end of something approaches, a cycle, a fear, or an old habit, help me remember that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. Keep me alert, awake, steady, and full of hope. And if I face hard days, remind me, none of this is greater than your promises. None of this is greater than your plan. None of this is greater than your love. Thank you, because even though you know all my flaws, fears, and restlessness, you continue to call me, welcome me, and lift me up. Thank you because your forgiveness has no limit, and your grace has no expiration date. In this prayer, we've acknowledged our weaknesses, surrendered our fears, and renewed our trust in the one who guides all things. In these times of uncertainty, we find rest in knowing we do not walk alone. After hearing this prayer, which part touched your heart the most today? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me.